So when we saw an advertisement or heard from someone about Hudson Way Immersion School, we leapt at the opportunity. And Matt was one of the first students at Hudson Way Immersion School. And what I liked about it was truly bicultural. There were traditional American English and science and history teachers, but then there were also native speakers from China. And I knew that they would have the ability to give Matthew a great exposure to China and Chinese. And since then, he speaks without an accent.
Hi, Matt Fallon from New Jersey. I went to Hudson Way through 5th grade. I was on the Chinese immersion track, a Spanish after-school track. After Hudson Way, I moved on to Hungary, where I like to swim and talk with friends. And I've just recently graduated from Hungary, and I've also recently just gone to the Olympic trials for swimming and placed well. Well, swimming and Chinese sort of parallel in the sense that they both take a lot of dedication and perseverance. It's a lot of time on task, and just learning Chinese itself it not only is a good skill in and of itself, but it develops good habits. It certainly helped me find a language that I was interested in high school, as a lot of my fellow classmates were struggling to find languages that they were interested in, that they were any good at. But with Chinese, I hit the sweet spot right there. I was already very familiar with it, and in high school I was able to start at the highest level classes very early. This fall I'll be attending the University of Pennsylvania.
One of the fears that we had with Matthew, and this was out of our own ignorance, was whether his English would suffer. Would he speak English less well because he's speaking two languages instead of just focusing on one? And I can reassure people that he speaks both languages very well, and his English hasn't suffered at all. And in fact, I think it complements it very well to have both of the languages, and for him to have the perspective of learning different grammar, obviously different vocabulary in both languages, and I think it's really helped him. But by attending Hudson Way Immersion, he's had the opportunity to go on trips. He's been to China twice, and he's met a wide range of people that I'm certain he would not have met had he not attended Hudson Way Immersion School. He is definitely more confident in dealing with ambiguous situations with other people in terms of conversing with them in either of his languages. It's neat to see your son try and, obviously I don't speak any Chinese, but on family trips to China, it's interesting for the family to rely on one son to have to solve a transportation problem with locals and get from A to B, and to have him navigate that quite well. Leaving Hudson Way Immersion School, he passed a series of examinations. He got a 5 on the AP, did very well in the HSK series. And so he was fairly well advanced even as a middle schooler entering Pingree, and they were able to accommodate him by promoting him to higher level Chinese within the school. But in terms of applying to college, it was definitely an added benefit to have a traditional American child whose parents speak only English on a native basis to apply, and that was definitely an added advantage to his college applications.